I'm sitting here talking with a muted mic. How stupid do I feel? Anyhow, uh, well, that ain't unusual though for me. So let me try something a little bit. I'm doing things a little differently tonight because I went ahead and split my screen. It's a little different than I'm used to, but I kind of like the layout, at least as far as the. I don't know if that's going to work though. Doesn't seem like the dark reader is coming on with this. That's okay. By the way, a real quick question: does anybody that you know of come do lives at midday during the week? I'm considering doing a midday, I don't know, 30-minute show or something, maybe Monday through Friday, unless I got other things that's going on that. But I'm thinking about doing something like that just to do like some shout outs or something. It won't be anything real complex. But um, by the way, yes, I do think there's a conspiracy going on with 29s. No, I really don't. Um, I don't think that, but I do. I have seen it a couple times on like several different channels, and it's a common number that pops up. You know, um, sometimes goes live in the afternoon. Okay, do you know if she goes live at noon? I really don't know. Um, I really, I would like to know. Uh, or do you know if they're pop ups or are they planned? Um, well, I guess I could just go over to her channel see if she's got anything planned for 12. That makes sense to me. I tend to be a little scatterbrained, and today ain't no different. And Otis, we've been through this. I've already let you out. I came home, let you out, let let Nicole out. She doesn't have anything scheduled. That I see anyhow. Hey, Nick Spoke, good to see you. Um, I'm just trying to figure out. Do you know of anybody that goes, like through the week at noon, 12 Central Time? I guess I should say, because I'm considering doing just like a 30-minute thing. 30 minutes is not too bad. It doesn't eat up the whole day. It allows me to go through and do a few things, and without committing to doing a whole lot. I've been putting a whole lot of shorts up lately. Um, Truthfully, a whole lot of shorts, and I still have quite a few left to go. I think I recorded about 92 shorts at Landrum's. To be honest with you, I did one that was just a big old rock, and hey, it's got almost 200 views, which I know that's not a lot. Still, 200. It was the very number one. For a while, it was the very number one video on my during an hour. I thought that was kind of silly, but truthfully, I don't even know why I put it up. But it was a huge rock, and it was impressive. So let me go over and take a look. Analytics. Oh, I was going to show y'all. Let me go through and show y'all what I've been working on. This is a screen of mine, where this is my main channel, Belt Loop 29. Over the last 28 days, I've had 51,600 views, watch time 440.7. That's in the normal range. That is like 21,000 more than normal. Subscribers is in the normal range. Income's down. That's all right. I don't really care about that much about the income. It just means that I'll be able to give out less money when the Friday after the 15th. I guess from that perspective, I do care a little bit. I like to give back to those that are giving. Hey, Cocoa babies, pleasure to see you. Thank you for coming in, and we're just kind of reviewing what's going on. You'll notice that over the last, 2 days, 48 hours, I'm at 15,930, 15,930 views, which that's a lot for me. By the way, here in the next couple of days, I will be hitting 750,000 views, which I thought I'm very happy about. I guess it's just another milestone. I don't know. Is 750,000 a milestone? Don't know. Well, hey, Marines and Army Mom, always a pleasure. You're welcome to come up if you'd like. Just, at the moment, it'd just be me and you talking. But I know you tend to hang out in the chat, and that's fine too. You're welcome here anytime. I was going to go through and show you, what I've put up to do that. Now, this is what I've got scheduled. These are scheduled on the 15th. Got a bunch of stuff scheduled on the 15th. Every one of these from there up is coming out on the 15th. Then you'll notice I've got some scheduled for the 14th. I don't think I have as many. Maybe I do. I got a bunch of them, that's for sure. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 12th. I guess that's tomorrow, isn't it? No, the 11th. Technically, right now it's tomorrow because it's after 12, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 scheduled for tomorrow. And so I've got them scheduled out about an hour apart. And so we'll just see how it works. I'm kind of curious as to, how it matters, whether it's in the morning or afternoon or evening. But ultimately, and I realize y'all probably didn't come here for tech talk or analysis talk, but since nobody's kind of pushing me in any other one direction or another, this is just what I'm doing at the moment. If somebody else got another conversation to discuss, I'll be glad to discuss that. Now, the highest I had out of that was about 2,000. I had a couple that just passed by that were around 1,500. But, and I'm sure everybody's seen this. Last 48 hours. Where is that rock? There it is. Big rock. 199 views. Mountain Grandma goes live at 12 on Tuesday. Okay. I'm afraid I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know Mountain Grandma. Sorry, not off the top of my head. I'm sure she's a nice lady. But anyhow, it's not somebody that would affect me in as far as that's concerned. But I understand if somebody can't make it to a 30-minute deal, I'll have on those days. So anyhow, it's okay. Fact is, I try never hold anybody to a level that I can't. Hey, D, good to see you. I look at this. Well, let me take this down That way y'all can see my face. And I'll even take my glasses off for this, so y'all can see me, look me in the eye. All right. The way I look at this is all for fun, people. I do like tinkering with it just to see what does what. I love to try to figure it out. I like to try and understand things. That's just the way that I do. Um, I do try to entertain. I do try, but I also know that people have lives, and there are a lot of things that are more important than YouTube. But yet, even so, there are times I've let YouTube dictate my schedule, dictate my, my focus. And that's not, I'm not a huge fan of that. I like being able to continue to do it for fun. And so that's what I'm doing. Um, Hopefully y'all will be entertained. In fact, Tammy and I, it's also something for me to do with my wife. She's kind of getting excited about some of the stuff we're doing. We're going our trip down to Landrums. Man, she loved that, and I loved her loving that. And I got a chance to go see Highway 29 at the same time. We were able to join together and do some stuff. And so, as long as she's happy, I'm happy. We do have separate lives, more or less. She's got her work, her friends, and stuff that she does, and I've got my friends and stuff I do. But we've been together 35 years, and so we like to do stuff together. If we didn't, there ain't no sense in being together, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I think I may be missing some of the chat, so I'm gonna have to put my glasses back on. Hey, Joanne Glass, good to see you. Always a pleasure, ma'am. Um, let's see. I think I'm caught up to date. It's not like there's a whole bunch of chat flying at the moment, and I can keep up with it. But there's this safari place over in Brandon that Tammy and I are talking about going to. Let's see. I think it's McLean's. Yeah, it's McLean Safari Animals or something like that. Let me show y'all the place. And we're talking about going over here next Saturday. I will be working Saturday. No, Sunday. Friday. I'll be working on Friday. And let's see. Featured photos from guests. These are some of the animals they've got over there. They've got like deer and burro, or I guess I don't know if that's a zebra. It's a zebra. Cows. That looks like an ostrich to me. Ducks, Highland cows, buffalo. That looks like a reindeer to me. And just all kinds of really cool creatures. That's one of those. The devil dog told me what it was, but I can't think of the name of it. It's a particular type of cow. And buffalo. Just all kinds of neat creatures that and it'd be a perfect opportunity for me to go. Thank you. I've still got a lot coming, D. I really do. Don't feel like you need to watch them all. I mean, you're welcome to, but I don't want you to do it on my account just because they're, it's okay either way. Hey, me and you, we're good. Still, I'm glad that you're enjoying them. But we're going to, and goats. Tammy loves goats. Little bitty zebra. I also know that they've got one of them things with the pouches. I'm having a brain fart. Happens way too often. They got over there in Australia, like the patty melons. Oh, that's nice. That's a albino deer type thing. I don't see I have to go back button. Then I got to go all. Wait a minute. There we go. That ain't it. All right, sorry about that. Devil Dog. You think you would? I saw 8 MBL. Hey, Bud Files. I saw a few burros. Devil Dog's good people. Love him like a brother, but Lord knows he can be tiresome at times. Let me see if I can't get back down to where that albino deer was at. There it is. And somewhere around here, they have. Oh, cool. That's a cool. That's a little. I don't know what you call that, but it's cute. It ain't furry though. I know that. Hey, Dar, good to see you. Devil Dog's asleep right now. I guarantee you, he's got to get up at like 5:30 in the morning or something. You know his job's interfering with my social time. That's all right. Uh, I don't know what that is, but uh, like an alpaca or something. They got a lot of cool animals out there though, and I could go through and make some. I don't know if I could make as many shorts as I did out there at Landon's, but I could do quite a few, shorts for my uh, Cute Critters channel. That would be cool to do that. But anyhow, it's just something, we're deciding between the that and the oh, just be quiet. Trying to decide between that and going to the Ag Museum. And if we go to the Ag Museum, they've got like an 1800s village, very similar to what they've got over there at Landers. I don't think they have a rock as big. He's chastising me for doing that video on the rock. I don't blame you. Yeah, come on up. That's not a problem. I would love some company, D. It's always good to talk to you. And yeah, Otis likes to be heard. It's funny. He'll sit here pretty much all day, and unless he wants to go outside, he won't say a word. As soon as I go live streaming, it's like flipping a switch. I don't know why he would wait till then before he says he wants some attention. I'm not even sure that's what he wants, but I give him a little bit in here. And on this little pup, I use the buttons for the outside water play. All right, I tell you what, D. Just wave or something. Put your hand in front of the camera. That'd be fine. That way I know it's you. I'll tell you what, I can use an overlay. Okay, that's fine. You can put up your. I saw your thing. How you doing, D?
I'm good. I can't go sleep.
I'm sorry. Hey, Pendar. Hey, if you, by the way, Pendar, throw a 29 in the chat. If y'all ain't familiar with Pendar, for that matter, I'd like everybody to, because I do believe in building a strong community and checking one another out, seeing what you like. A lot of times, that's the only chance a lot of folks will get to know some of these folks. But Dar is really good at the words on stream. Now, Pendar hosts some folks that are really good. I got to admit, hey, Big Matt, good to see you.
Hey, Matt.
I have to admit, Pendar, that I'm actually suspectful that some of these they got to be using something like one of those word unscrambler things to, because they're just that good. And it's hard for me to even get a word in edgewise over there. But you ever been over to Pendar's?
I have, I think, a time or two. I was thinking, don't they do music too?
Every time I've been over there, it's been because of the words on stream. I see them up on the thing, and I like playing it. Yeah. Although I normally only play it on here, but watch the words pop up. Yeah, I mean, but it's hard to do. Yes, they do music as well.
Yeah.
Seems like I was in there one time when they were doing, some singing. Although I think she was co-hosting somebody else's stream, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. But um, but Tammy and I are looking at doing some stuff like going, and keeping Saturday just for going places like here or a little small town, maybe tourist spots or whatever here in the state. Stuff we can get to within an hour or so. And
We call those day trips.
yeah, day trip things for like Saturday.
Yeah.
And that way and I think Tammy may even shoot a few things. I will add a few. I'm going to take a few. Well, what I'm doing is I'm going through and breaking down a few things, and I'm putting she sometimes does the jigsaw puzzles as well. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's no doubt. Although I'm not sure how to do a jigsaw puzzle on a string, unless you still, that would be cool. Hang on, I'm gonna cut on my fan for just a minute. Not high, mine's just kind of low. It's a little warm sitting right over here, and the weather is so screwy around here. It was cool, almost cold yesterday, and but today, it was a little cool outside, but it's warm in here. So anyhow, by the way, Dee,
Yeah.
just curious, did you see that '57 Chevy video?
No.
That's okay.
No, I will check. When did you put it on?
I think it's on this channel. I think. The it's just a short, and I just ran in. I saw a '57 station wagon, and I did think about you when I saw it.
Okay. Well,
So,
I'm going to see
okay.
if I can find it.
Oh, that sounds cool, Pendar. I'll have to check that out. In fact, uh, while we
Oh,
are here, I'm gonna click on that link,
oh yeah, that's a nice one.
and I'll have to leave that up so I can check it out later.
That's a pretty
That
one.
may be something. But I'm thinking about doing some midday, just like a 30-minute thing.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that would be on my other channel, but I am taking a few videos off of there, downloading them, and uploading them to some, I guess, this channel. They got restaurant over there. It's kind of a high-dollar restaurant too. My mama loves puzzles. I guess I could, let. In fact, you know what? If I can figure out how to get my mama online, I bet she'd
Mm-hmm.
love doing a puzzle thing all the time.
That'd
After
be
all,
cool.
she's retired and she loves puzzles.
I
So
love doing puzzles.
they're okay. Um, I probably get a little too frustrated, I guess, doing them.
Just that you one don't have so many pieces.
Well, yeah, that'd probably make a difference. I
Them
don't,
500 and 1,000 piece puzzles, they do get on my nerves.
yeah,
But you know,
that'd take a long time to do too.
yeah.
Some people do it from their phone. Wow.
Mm, yeah, I do them on my iPad.
My eyesight ain't good enough to let me try that. But the well, I think I shot 92 videos at I'm pretty sure I shot 92 videos there at down in Laurel.
Mm-hmm.
This small as 250 pieces up to 1,500. Okay. Um, And so I've had to try, you want to get them on there. You don't want to miss anything. At least I don't.
Yeah.
Some of them,
I'm
go ahead.
I'm not real good at like doing. I don't know how to do a premiere. I mean, I usually just load them up and put them on.
Yeah. Well, I can show you how to do a premiere. Premiere ain't hard. Um, but to do a premiere, what you want is a fairly long video.
Yeah.
Um, you don't want to do a 3 minute premiere.
Yeah.
Um, a 3 minute is kind of like a live, but it goes through and let me go through.
Maybe I'll do it on a like we were just saying. Maybe on a day trip.
Yeah,
Do it on it.
that's a good
I,
idea.
I need to. Well, we were going to do a day trip just to go out and see the colors.
Yeah,
And we were thinking where we generally go to look at the colors, it'd probably take about $100 in gas
yeah,
and then eating while we're out. And that's just more money than I think right now, I don't know, everybody's just, need to hold on to what they got because with what's going on elsewhere in the world, you don't know what's going to happen. So I think, there's plenty enough stuff that I can take videos of around here. Um,
hey Austin.
hey,
Yeah,
Austin.
I might be tempted to try a hammer on man. The well, I don't. I know we spend a tank of gas going down there and back, or at least close to it.
Yeah,
Um, I guess that's. But it's something to do that's not just sitting around the house.
exactly.
It's something, and I did spend some money going into, uh, I guess, getting something to eat. Not a whole lot, but more than I would have probably, sitting here.
Yeah,
And the admission, I think it was like $12.50 a piece to get into Landry's.
yeah.
So there's $25. I probably did spend $100, going down there. But
Well, we just kind of watch everything we spend because I'm the only one working.
you know,
And, one income family. It's kind of hard at times, but
sure,
hey, we're good. I'm not complaining.
right.
It's
Well,
just you just kind of watch where you go and what you do. But, also there's tons of free stuff in your state to do and go
that's
see.
I don't think it cost a whole lot to go down to the Ag Museum, um, and they got like a tiny village. But Tammy'd been wanting to go down to that other place anyhow. In fact,
Hmm.
it really it doubled the length of our trip, or close to it.
I got tickled at you saying all I got to do is find the chickens or something like that, and that's where Tammy's at.
That's about right.
She
Uh,
likes chickens.
she loves
You know,
chicken.
I don't know why, but I love to watch chickens. Chickens and goats. They're so funny.
You know, I still hadn't gotten around setting up that 24/7, 365 goat cam. I'll do it at some point. Well, right now is we where I'm working, the position I'm in. I got a huge raise, I guess, in 2022.
Hmm.
It was about 70%.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
well, yeah, and I've always lived. Um, I've always lived very parsimoniously, or I was raised, dirt poor, you
Yeah.
know, dirt poor, welfare, you know. Um, Not that I was proud of it or anything, but that's just what it was. And so and it's not like I learned then and there not to live an exorbitant lifestyle. Not that people live an exorbitant lifestyle, but I think a lot of people, most people, tend to spend what they make.
Yeah.
Um, and Tammy and I both work, and she's done pretty well. I've done, pretty well, and I've got an opportunity. But I've also been to the point where I just, if I didn't have it, I wasn't going to spend it.
Right.
I just happen to be in a spot right now where, I've always lived below my means,
Mhm.
but right now I'm making as much as I've really ever made, and been drawing again, keeps me busy. I
Cool.
kind of like drawing every now and again. But let's see,
I cannot draw.
I'm not
I
sure.
I'd love to be
So,
able to.
have you ever tried?
I have tried. I actually thought, I'm gonna sit down here, and I drew a like a wine glass
You know,
with grapes underneath of it, and it actually looked like a wine glass with grapes underneath of it.
so you
But
can draw.
oh, it was hard
Yeah.
for me. It was hard. My daughter, she can draw. I mean, really good. My brother could do it, but I'm. That's not something ever. Uh, let's see here. I think I'm more of an instant gratification person, and if it doesn't look right the first time, then it's
Yeah.
just not something I'm gonna pursue. But and I think that's why I like card making so much, because I can just take pieces of whatever and put it together, and it makes a card.
Yeah. I can see that. The
Or I like coloring, because you see it happen. You can. I don't know how
well,
to.
let's see, it Pindar, none of that irritates me. Do a Bob Ross. I did a Bob Ross painting one time in my life, and it actually turned out pretty well. Um, it was back around '89, I think.
Yeah.
I had a antique headboard
Hmm.
that was had been stripped down to basically nothing. That was just a you know antique headboard and a wraparound footboard.
Mm.
Um, I obtained it from a place I was working at. They let me have it, and so I took the headboard, and there was a picture that I saw Bob Ross do of a lady on a lake holding a parasail,
Hmm.
and um, I took some paint and I actually painted this lady out on the lake holding the parasail. And I was surprised. I just followed his instructions, and it went pretty well.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know where that headboard is now, but I'm sure whoever has it would be surprised that it was painted by a Bob Ross, you know, uh, following a Bob Ross instructions. The it was Pindar. It was nice. Um, well, in my, I guess I'll share a little bit. In my family, I guess I've you may have heard me say before, I'm the black sheep of the family. There ain't no question about that. Now, if you look at my older brother has talent, you know, beyond measure. He made his living for a long time as a graphic artist. He can play the keyboards and the guitar. He's got a good voice for singing. He's got skills in a lot of different ways. The My younger brother, he's went into the military. Sharp as a tack when it comes to business. He's smart. He's he's for one reason or another, he's restarted his business like three times, and it has thrived every time.
Yeah.
Um, Me, you know, I don't have those capabilities. Anything I do pick up, I tend to struggle a little bit with more so than. And when I say black sheep of the family, I just mean my family is so um, talented. So and kind of the odd man out. I tried showing one of my live streams, I guess, to my brother at one point. The one that's into business. There we go. And my brother's probably the most successful person I know. But now, don't get me wrong, he's worked for that for a long time. He was working 12, 14-hour days. And, he's very successful, done real well. But I, when I showed my brother my live stream, he fell asleep after about 5 minutes. So,
Well, okay, that I wouldn't call you the black sheep. Okay, everybody in the family or everybody has different talents. Okay,
yeah,
and they're let's see, how do I want to say this? Like one of my brothers is extremely talented in um, working with his hands.
yeah,
Okay, building cars or fixing things or anything like that. My
yeah.
other brother, I don't really know what he's really talented in. To be honest with you. And me, I mean, I'm crafty, and
Mhm.
I've been told that I can sing, and
You can
but
sing. I've heard you.
but now as far as like a business thing,
Yeah.
um, hello, Nikki girl.
Don't. You're not allowed to type.
But I mean, as far as business, a
Hmm.
long time ago when Terry and I first got married, um, it was the saying that I was told was there can only be one chief, and you know that's it, because
Yeah,
two chiefs are going to fight.
that's true.
Somebody's got to be an Indian, somebody's got to be a chief. So I was always the Indian. I was the go getter. I was
Hmm.
the parts runner. I was, person that dealt in the office. You know, I would say that I was successful in making the office run, taking care of the kid, you know, all that kind of stuff. Terry, he was great at going out and dealing with people.
Hmm.
Um, he was the one that people would call to do the biggest, baddest trees that there were, and problematic stuff, dangerous stuff. But
Yeah,
he could also come home and fix the equipment. If he needed it, I was there to help him fix it. But we all had our. I don't see my brothers doing that part of it. I mean,
yeah.
I was always the one that was with Terry. You know, pulling engines, pulling transmissions, packing bearings. I
That's
just did.
cool.
But he had other talent. I mean, my brothers had other talents than what I did. I
Right.
couldn't do what they did, and they couldn't do what I did.
Well, I
So
guess what I mean by that is they are very talented. Um, and I just kind of, there are times I kind of feel like an outsider. And it's, they like to have uh, some of these discussions that require a lot of them $5 words and what have you, and I'm just
she's just dying for love. More daddy.
by the way, be looking for some. Yes, I giving you love. I give you love. Don't be licking my face.
He give you love.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I love her. She's a sweetie. And the Devil Dog's new puppy, he's got a couple of videos he's going to be coming out with shortly. Right now they're for listed as members,
Yeah,
NCOs and above, I think.
I
And
seen one of them with Andrew in it. Just
yeah,
cute. Any cute she can be, just flying everywhere.
she is cute. Devil Dog keeps saying she ain't, but she
He
is.
She's cute, but he says she's mean. She's not mean. She's just picking on the one she loves.
Yeah. Yes, Nick, you're a good girl. You're a good girl, and I love you. Yes.
She loves you too, Daddy.
I think she's feeling neglected. And
Oh,
so that's why she's over here.
did you figure out where she's getting out at?
Uh, I think so. Maybe. I think, our gate has a dip. That's where all the water runs. And
Yeah.
so there's a dip underneath the fence. I'm going to have to go through, I think, and put some concrete down there.
Yeah.
And that should stop it. I probably need to adjust a few things down there, but it's she needs a puppy to play with. We're going to be getting another puppy from Devil Dog,
Yeah.
so that way Nikki will have a sister that she can play with, and all in due time. Yeah, I think puppy. We've got Otis, but Otis is older and he don't really like to play that much. Sometimes he pays her attention. Most time he ignores her. Sometimes he barks at her. So she really needs somebody to play with. And a lot of times I'll spend time over here at the computer because I'm either uploading, editing, going to live streams, and all these other things. When she just likes me, hey, Moon over Miami, good to see you.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, sweetheart.
She loves her daddy.
She's just, she's a sweet, sweet dog. And when Tammy takes her to bed with her when she goes to bed, she goes to bed like 7:30, 8 o'clock, normal. And then when I come in close to midnight, I come get her, take her outside for a little bit.
But she just loving all over you.
Oh yeah, sweet kisses. I just don't like it when she licks my mouth.
Yeah.
But she's always trying to. And anyhow, I've shot some mini videos that I've got like 1 hour. I could probably, well, like I said, 92. You figure out the math. It's 3 or 4 days worth of once an hour. Well, I tell you what, there's 162 hours in a week, so you could load up all but 4 days. You could do 4 days worth of videos every hour on the hour, dropping another. And I did hit 18,000 plus hours in a 24 hour and a 48-hour period. So
views or hours?
Views. And which don't really count for hours. I mean, once you're monetized, they do add it all together.
Yeah.
But it's they don't it doesn't count towards, but it does get you more subscribers.
Yeah.
The shorts do, and I think they tend to stick better. Because of the fact that YouTube is pushing shorts, and they have been for a little bit. I don't know if they still are like they were, but they were so far behind that behind TikTok that they went through, and they've been pushing the shorts, and I think they've made up some ground. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they're as anxious to drop somebody's subscriber list on shorts. So I think
I've been thinking of some things to go in video that's just around here. Mm-hmm. And one of them is, if you watch HGTV, any on those Halloween decoration things, mm-hmm. Where there's a place in Cerrito, Canova, West Virginia, and it's called the Pumpkin House. And you can probably go check it out, but they have usually over 3,000 to 4,000 pumpkins that have been carved. Wow. And they light up the front of the house, and there's There's no two the same, but it's really cool to see. But this man's got on the inside of his house is just like all kinds of historical stuff. I mean, Civil War stuff. Just it's cool. But I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't be able to go in there. But there's that one, and all there's a lot of people that are really decorating big for Halloween
Mm-hmm.
around here. One place they take donations for ARF, which is the Ashland Animal Rescue Fund.
Mm-hmm.
So people bring dog food and cat food and litter, stuff that the rescue would need to use.
Well, I think
Um,
that's a great thing.
yeah. Uh,
Really is.
but yeah, if y'all want to check out the Pumpkin House, go check it out. It was on HGTV. I'm sure you'd see it. But I'm
Yep.
hoping to go up there.
What?
And
Where's that at? Do you know?
yeah, that's in Cerrito, West Virginia.
West Virginia. Okay.
It's
I don't
actually
know
just
why.
it's right across the river from Kentucky. I mean, literally, you cross over uh, from Kentucky over into West Virginia, and it's probably a mile off the bridge.
Hmm. Well, I get so eclectic in my in the things that I do, whether it's I did a thing on the Byram Swinging Bridge and the locks on the bridge, and
Yeah,
and I do stuff on it's none of it seems to be related. Um, I try to keep things related on my other channels, except for YouTube Police, I guess. That it's almost like another version of Belt Loop 29. But my gardening channel, my cute critters channel, my food channel.
yeah.
You can do you can do a short. I did a short on a rock, a short about a rock, and it was the
Yeah.
number one video I had for the better part of an hour
Wow.
today. Now, granted, it didn't get more than 200 views. It was around 200 views, but for that 1 hour, it increased by views. Rock shorts. That's right. I mean, you can do a short about literally anything.
Anything.
And I've done shorts about the meal I was about to eat. I've done shorts, about, hey, I don't think it matters. Uh, Now, granted, some shorts are more well received than others, but think about the things that people watch. I had over 10,000 people watch my video about locks on a swinging bridge, and there
Yeah.
weren't that many locks. You know,
But there's
it's
not that many swinging bridges either.
well, that's true. Probably. I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I would be surprised if every state didn't have one of them in it, but maybe it's just I'm used to seeing this one. I mean, it's been around since I was long before I was in high school, um, and it
That
used to be.
that swinging bridge looked a whole lot better than the ones that I'm used to seeing.
Oh, hey, thank you for coming in, Pendar. We appreciate it, and hopefully you will be productive tomorrow.
Rest good, Pindar.
You know, and we're not going to go long tonight. I probably just another, 8, 9 minutes. Um, well, maybe 10, not. We'll go for about an hour, I guess, or maybe just under. Oh, it's always a pleasure to see you, Pendar. You're welcome here anytime, anytime. Um,
I actually
that
found
reminds.
that channel through you.
Do I now?
I actually found that Pindar through you.
Yeah, she's good people. I enjoy her channel.
Yeah.
Always entertainment every time I've gone over there. I hadn't been over there as much as I'd like, but these days I tend to be scatterbrained with what I'm doing too. So, lately I've been I watched the entire series of Fringe, and I'm just trying to keep my mind occupied, entertained, involved.
Yeah.
Um, and I found that when I spend all that time jumping from live to live and to live to live, stream, and working all my time on doing videos and shorts and all this type of thing, you know, it starts feeling like a job, and I don't want that. So,
Nope.
you know,
Do what makes you happy.
yeah. Well, I'm trying. I do tend to be a little obsessive compulsive. I have obsessive compulsive tendencies,
Yeah.
but the and truthfully, I don't know how long I've spent on I don't know how long I've spent on videos since I really started doing this, or live streams for that matter. I've probably around 1,000 live streams. So, well, maybe 500 live streams,
Wow.
a lot. And I mean, if you look at even this one, my main channel, which I haven't done a whole lot on lately, I'm at 1.3 thousand videos. I never put a single video up before 2000 or 2020. And
Hello, Nicole.
in 2020, hey, Nicole Ruiz. And even then, I only did 3 videos in 2020. So, you know,
Well, I did order me another camera
cool.
off of on Amazon Prime that I'm going to use for vlogging. So hopefully, um, I can take it out and not worry about. My phone doesn't seem to want to video that long,
Really?
so it's like it'll. I don't know, like maybe 2 minutes and then that's it.
Oh,
So that's why I wanted to get this. I mean, it was like $75 on, Prime Day.
yeah.
So I thought, well, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna try it. And I've got to look for my tripod to see if I think I've got a tripod.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start doing some cooking or baking videos,
Hmm.
and I'll start doing some craft videos. And
Let me ask, how old is your phone?
it's probably a couple of years old.
Oh, I just wonder, I'm having issues with mine. You know, every time I try to upload a short, every time I try to shoot a short
Hmm.
with the YouTube app, I get this crackling sound in it. Um, Minnesota's cold, I expect, Louise. Um, but every time I try to upload one that way, it it goes through and it has a weird sound to it. And so I've got to where I will shoot the stuff on my phone, but I just shoot it on a regular, camera, and then upload it through the app. But I don't have the same noise doing it that
Hmm,
way. I don't know. It's
that's
weird.
odd.
Well, I've also had issues with my phone, all for that matter, trying to the audio working when I'm if I try to do a live stream my phone, it just won't work properly
Hmm.
most of the time. So,
I always had trouble doing a live stream with my phone. I
well,
always had to use my iPad or go to my laptop.
do you have internet? I mean, capabilities like without being at home with the iPad or
Yeah, I've got like a hotspot on my
oh,
phone that I can just do a. Now that's for my iPad. If I'm
yeah,
out, with my phone, of course I can just go ahead and shoot with my phone. It seems like it just doesn't want to. You start getting into something interesting and it shuts off.
it could be. And I'm just thinking out loud here. How much memory do you have on your phone?
Probably not enough
Well,
because
you may.
I've got to run through. Actually, I bought a jump drive, so that I could take all the pictures off of my phone and put them on that junk drive.
Makes
I,
sense.
I know I need to go through all of my emails. I've been doing that too and getting rid of a bunch of stuff that's on, that way. And that's that. You're probably right. That's probably what it is.
Yeah. I'm bad about deleting stuff off of my phone. Let's see. I got sick with headaches. I collapsed on the ground when Kyle Tucker found me, called the ambulance for 30 and got 30 years. Female Americans, adult sized women. Now she's breathing out. Well, I'm glad to know you're okay now, Nicole.
Yeah.
Um, but it's for me, it's just a question of. I mean, I'm making more now, I guess, than I've ever made. Even though it's funny, when I came to work over here, where I work, I actually took a cut in pay to do it, but it was probably a good move for me,
It
anyhow.
sounds like it.
So
Hmm.
anyhow, it is what it is,
Yeah.
and I'll keep doing it a few more years. And when I retire, it'll give me more time for YouTube. I
Yeah.
just don't know, you know.
Give you
Up
more time to
until
go
then, I'll
places.
just do it now.
Give you more time to go places.
Yeah, it will. I don't know if I have the money to retire, or the money to go places once I retire.
Yeah.
But you know, the hopefully I will. I'm hoping that I'm trying to make a few decisions right now that will make it easier. As far as I'm gonna start working on Fridays whenever I can. So that'll be 6 days a week. But since I'm at my highest pay rate, then that'll add on to my highest 4 years,
Yeah.
which will, they take an average of your highest 4 years. Of course, I'm probably going to work another 6 or 7 years before I call it quits. But who knows that they may not even have Social Security, when I hit 65. Don't know.
Well, if you're probably gonna have to go longer than 65 because I'm six. Mine will be when I'm 67.
Yeah. Well, you
By
can
the time
actually
I'm ready to
still.
re- by the time I'm ready to retire, I'll probably be 70.
Well, here's the thing. It really kind of depends. The fact is that if you can take retirement at 62,
Yeah,
um, but
you
I
lose a
think it's
lot.
like 70%, 74%, something like that. I've looked at the chart of what you would get if you waited until you. For me, it would be 67 to get 100%.
Yeah.
My trouble is, uh, family history. We have a tendency to pass from either the big C
Hmm.
or from heart disease. And so, in fact, a lot of my ancestors have passed at 57. I'm now 58. And so, um, I won't, I don't want to work until the day I die. Um, I want to be able to at least have some time where I'm not. And it's one of the reasons why I'm focused on this, diet that I'm doing,
Yeah.
trying to get, in better shape. And I'm doing a little bit of exercise. And I mean, I ain't going overboard with it yet. Um, and I probably will at some point.
Well,
But
you're doing good because now I don't know how old the video was that I watched earlier in the week or weekend and week, but um, I thought, man, oh man, you have lost a lot of weight. Because I
well,
mean, I'm not saying you was fat, but you were bigger than you are. You know what I mean?
the
You had a gray shirt on, and I wished I could remember what the video was.
well, then do it. Uh, I don't want to be a regular YouTuber. Hey, it's not that I want to be I don't know. I guess I'm a regular YouTuber just as a result of being on here hanging out with my friends, Joanne.
Yeah,
Um, YouTube is what you make of it, I think. Um, if you want to put your artwork on there, put it on there. I really need to get over and see. As far as I can remember, I only remember one video over on your channel, Joanne. I'm sorry, I just hadn't been around where I need to be, where I should be. But again, and it's not that I don't. I love you coming in here. I do. But when I start feeling like I need to go over here and I need to go over there because they came over here. If people want to come over here, they should. And it's another reason why I don't mind if I don't mind if somebody says, "Well, I had this going on," or they had you know,
Yeah.
hey, if it's not entertaining, then if you're not enjoying yourself over here, you shouldn't be here. You should be doing something that you like doing. And I'm not. Believe me, Joanne, I'm not trying to. I hope I'm not offending you. Um,
I
that's the last thing I would want to do.
I like to get on my YouTube channel and other people's because I like to meet new people. Well,
I
of
do
course,
too.
we're not meeting face to face yet, but you know, time may come then when we get to. But I
Right.
have a lot better friends on YouTube than I do in person because I have more time to be at home, where I can talk to people on YouTube. Or if I shared the gardening thing. I never even did anything with videos and stuff before I did the garden thing. Um, and I had my channel since 2011. So, um, I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to start putting this stuff on, see what happens. And I did. But I don't want to um, make it so that I have to put the videos on. If you want to put them on, that's wonderful. You know,
Yeah.
that's my goal. But
Well.
to feel like I have to,
Hmm.
then I'm not going to do it. There's things that I want to do, but there again, my I have anxiety. My anxiety prevents me from doing a lot, and it's not crippling anxiety. It's just I think, okay, I want to do this card or something. Well,
Yeah.
then I get out the die and I start seeing what I need. And I need to do, a few of them before I do it on YouTube. So, it's when you work, it's hard to come home and do something, over and over and over to try to perfect it. That's why I don't edit videos. I get on there and you get me flaws and all. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Oh yeah.
I mess up. Everybody messes up. I just show mine. So
You know, my coworker, I guess you'd call him a friend, uh, Vaughn over at Vaughn. I think it's a Vaughn Homestead is his channel. He's the one that we gave Tweety to. Um,
oh, okay.
the I think that there's a lot of us out there that just enjoy talking with people and meeting other folks on YouTube. And it's funny because and back many way back long ago, I think people met people at at get-togethers and barn raisins and all this kind of stuff. Um, and life is different now than it was, and people. So policing was different. The fact is, at one time, people walked a beat, and they got to know the people on the beat. But everything's got so spread out, and the and then the car and central air conditioning in vehicles. You
Hmm.
know, just one thing progresses, life goes on, and it's not always necessarily a good thing. It's just a thing. It's reality, and life is not the same as it was in the 1800s.
Yeah.
The But I think that this day and age, you know, I enjoy being on here. I enjoy talking with people. I enjoy, I enjoy making videos. My videos, some of them are okay. Some of them I think are funny. Uh, Personally, I enjoy one of my ones I enjoyed making the best was that, or at least watching. I think it was one of the funnier concepts. Was 12 silly reasons or ridiculous reasons to subscribe to my channel. Um,
I have to go find that one.
it's fairly recent in the regular videos, I think. Well, I did an updated version of it. It's the same video. I just downloaded it and re-edited it, made it a little shorter. It's like 2 or 3 minutes long, but
Is it on police or
oh, it's
29?
it's on Belt Loop 29.
Okay.
After all, I kept saying the reason why you should hit that like and smash that subscribe button on the Belt Loop 29 channel. It wouldn't do much good. Maybe I ought to do one for the YouTube police. I don't know. Maybe showing me throwing some cuffs on somebody. So you'll get a get out of jail free card. The In fact, that's probably not a bad idea for me to print up some get out of jail free cards as stickers or something for the channel.
Yeah.
And then I can send them to members. That would be, well, members of my Belt Loop 29. I ain't planning on monetizing this channel.
Yeah.
At least anytime soon. I may years down the road or something. I don't know. But I got, I have too much fun on it. And I don't want it to turn into and kind of when when you get it monetized, then it's, at least I have more trouble looking at that as just for fun because, I've made so many, I've had to make so many different, uh, adjustments or for the different levels.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't want to do things for folks because I do. I'm wishy washy and I tend to, scatterbrained and I tend to go whichever way the wind blows as far as, I get an idea and I try to follow it through and then I get another idea. Now I do learn a lot on the editing and that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, well, this would be neat if I did that, or this would be neat if I did that. And so then I have to figure out how to get it on the video. In fact, I did I don't know if it's live. I don't even know if it's been loaded, but I've got one. Let me look and see. Um, yeah, I don't think it is. I think it's on the members only. Um, let's see. Uh, I think I've got a video that's members only. Well, it was members only. I think I've scheduled it to be live. Do you remember back when they were talking about backmasking in the songs in the music?
No.
There was a some song. Let me look it up. I know it's a thing. Um, all right, let's see. Play it back. At one point there was if you played this song backwards, if you played that song backwards, you'd hear "I Love Satan" or something like this, right?
Yeah. I
So
do
I took
remember
the
that.
idea. Do I know?
I do remember that.
Yeah, and so I took that idea and I went through and it didn't work out as well as I'd hoped, but I took the idea, the concept still sound, and I recorded something forwards, and it was just instead I was trying to do it like na 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 Batman.
Yeah.
All right, but I just said na 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 Batman. All right, and so then I put it on there where I played it backwards, and it just sounded like na 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 or No, 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 no. So it
Yeah.
didn't really have the effect I was going for. But I overlaid that with me saying, I am Batman, you know, like that. So that, and I played them both at the same time, saying it was backmasking.
Oh,
Sometimes,
I thought about you when I was looking at Prime this evening. Hey, Peter. Um, what happened? Okay, they have on the Amazon devices. Okay, I have an Echo Dot, and they've got these Echo devices
uh,
that are Darth Vader.
mhm.
And when I first saw it, I thought, "Is that Batman?" And it wasn't. It was Darth Vader because
That's cool.
it didn't have no ears. But yeah, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you could get an Echo device that was a Batman?
That would be. Um, Question is then which Batman do you choose? The but I've got a voice mod and I used it when I did the Batcave video. I have fun doing those things, but things pop in my head and I try to figure out how to get them done and how to, you know, but like that whole Batman or backmasking thing, that just struck me as funny, and it's
Yeah.
still a solid concept. Um, Maybe I'll figure out a better way to do it. Um,
Not Peter.
but anyhow,
Yeah.
I tell you what, we've been going longer than I was planning. It's like an hour and 13. We still got 10 people in here, and it's after 1 o'clock in the morning. It's, the generosity and the support from so many people is, it's very humbling. And I showed that too.
Yeah.
So, see, I told you I can't draw very well.
I could tell that's Batman.
This is the first drawing from Batman. From it came out in May 1939. Well, this is from October 1938.
Cool.
So yeah, I get these crazy ideas, and it's fun to me to try and figure out if I can get them on. You know, which is funny because I'm not the most creative person in my family. In fact, my brother told me, when I think of creative, that's not exactly the first thing I think of when it comes to you. But you're Batman, okay, fair enough, Big Matt. I ain't gonna argue with anybody that big as you are. It might be a little harder. Of course, I ain't exactly a skinny fella, um, but I guess I can tell you, I'm not weighing all the time, just because who cares? It's a marathon. It ain't a sprint.
Not a sprint. Yeah.
But I did hop on a scale this morning, um, and I'm down. I'm actually down 20 pounds from where I started, and
Nice.
so I'm happy with that. It's not where I want to be just yet, but it's on the path.
Yeah.
So
Well, as we always say, you didn't get there overnight and it ain't going to come off overnight.
that's right.
You're better off if you do it slow and steady.
That's right. Why not? It's fun, Big Matt. That's right. But anyhow, I reckon I'm gonna go ahead. I'll go ahead. You know, I'm. I don't know. I don't know if. See, I roll things around in my head, and I've got an idea of doing like a 30-minute show Monday through Friday or something like this. After all, it ain't like I'm doing anything important most of the time, and um, and I do, sometimes I do these shows at night, and I just get on, and I just can't shut myself up long enough to hang up, I guess. Um, it is. I mean, it's just the way I am. And I can't see how Miss Ann Dale is always doing like a 30-minute thing. She keeps it to 30 minutes, and she's fairly consistent with that.
Well, she knows she's got Chuck coming in on right after her. You know,
Oh,
they've got it like scheduled, so she makes sure that she's off so everybody can go over to his. And I
hey,
guess
Big
that's good in a way.
Matt, I'll hold off bringing you up until, okay, you're good. How's it going, Matt?
I was going, no, Batman.
Hey, Matt,
Well, that's
How
just
you
another
doing
one,
today, D?
great.
just
Yeah.
another one of my lame brain ideas. But I do have fun. Sometimes I entertain myself. By the way, while I was there, I don't know if I made a video about we were in a particular part out there behind really kind of starting to get into the woods. And I said, and I did a video just a few seconds short saying, this is where a lot of you city folks start thinking deliverance.
Yeah,
This is true.
that's true.
Well, it reminded me of, I mean, I've seen, I was a lot older when I saw Deliverance. I never saw it when I was young. I mean, it seems like everybody refers to the thing. I never watched it till, really probably just a couple of years ago. But I understood the references. And then uh, for some reason, it just looked like uh, that area that they were in out in Deliverance. And I don't know. It struck
It would have been nice if you could have got some banjo picking in there too.
that would have been awesome. I've never been much on getting the actual. Well, let me see if there's a banjo in here. Let's see. I don't. Nope, no banjo. Not a banjo in the mod voice mod thing. Maybe it'll be under. No, it doesn't matter. Let's see. Hang on. I gotta at least use one. There we go. I got my voice mod, and every now and then I can actually hear it that time. One of these days I'll use it. I know that it can add some to a show. I just never think about it. So anyhow, I am going to shut it down this time. I swear. I don't know how many times I say that before I actually do it.
I was gonna say I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna if you're gonna
That's
stay
like
on,
Ryan in the top of the hour.
yeah, exactly.
What?
Just don't know what top of what hour.
All right. Well, I am. I'm gonna end it in 3, 2. By the way, if y'all want to come up, just click on the link to the after party. You're welcome to. In 3,
3,
2,
2,